Busy track down there. Luckily, we're not going to make all these men run at once. 5 teams, 4 people each. There's 20 of them lined up there to be introduced to you for the men's 4x4 final.
Wow. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the rivalry between Jamaica and America grows every now and then. These two countries, they don't believe that. No country believes that it is the second one. Each country wants to be the first one when it comes to relay, both women and men. Now, here we have 4x400 meter relay final that prove to the world that these countries, they are rivals, not only men or women. Now, stay tuned to this channel so that you may understand how this rivalry can lead to success to other people. Thank you for staying tuned, and remember to like, subscribe and share. The original credit goes to the original creator of this video. Thank you and stay tuned.
Surely these guys the favourite for the medal. Elijah Goodwin will lead off these athletes. He's the lead-off runner for the mixed 4x4 team in Eugene at the Home World Championships, where they took a gold medal. But he's got the quartet that took the 1, 2, 3 in the individual event: Bailey, Patterson and Faust. Jamaica have come here as well with a strong team. Rasheed McDonald will lead them off. Jasona Dennis second, Kibar Farquharson third, and Zamir Francis in lane 4. Hungary here as well, and Yingi will be their lead-off runner, and then Val, and then Kovac, and then Attila Molnar, 4th placer individually here in this championships. People's Republic of China have drawn lane 3. Led off by Zhang. We'll hand over to Zhang, and then Zhu, and then Zhu. Final athlete, final team from Sri Lanka go in lane 2. Himaraje Midushan Silva and Raja Karuna. The Sri Lankan national record could be under threat here. Stands at 3 minutes 11. And the Americans heavily favoured. They've won 10 gold medals in this event, but they haven't won for 9 years. Surely that's going to change in the next 3 minutes or so. The Jamaicans will not want to roll over and give this to the Americans. And then Yingi, the lead-off athlete for Hungary, personal best form this year. He exited in the semi-final individually, so he's a bit fresher than some of the other athletes that go later on in the American quartet for sure. So McDonald just settling himself into lane 5. We've got Sri Lanka in lane 2, People's Republic of China in lane 3, Hungary in 4, Jamaica in 5, and the United States out in lane 6. It's the men's 4x4 final. And away they will run in lanes for the first 150 metres or so, and then as they do in the open event, they'll cut for the inside and the argy-bargy will begin. Elijah Goodwin going well for the United States at the moment on the outside, but Nyingi, I mentioned the good form the Hungarian's in. He's trying to stay on terms with the American and with the Jamaican. McDonald drifts wide to try and protect his second position. Elijah Goodwin running well for the United States at the moment. Rasheed McDonald just starting to struggle maybe ever so slightly with 100 metres left to go. And Yingi of Hungary trying to launch a challenge on the outside, trying to keep his squad in medal contention. A great run from Kamaraji, the Sri Lankan on the inside, keeping them in touching distance of the medal zone. But the Americans are going to hand over just in the lead ahead of the Jamaicans from the Hungarians.
Brian Faust started the individual final like an absolute rocket, and he's blasting down that back straight. Dennis of Jamaica tried to hold him, and Val of Hungary really driving into that bend to stay close to Dennis just ahead of him. This is great running from Faust, and of course the Americans for overwhelming favourites, having taken all 3 individual medals in the 400. But Dennis is really working to close the gap. Crowd beginning to roar because there's a fabulous end to that leg from Zhang of China, who's going to close down on Wal of Hungary. But Faust driving for the line here. They're at the halfway stage. The Americans from Jamaica with China now in 3rd, Hungary 4.
A wonderful leg from Zhang of China. He pulled them into the medal zone. Attila Molnar of Hungary will go on the final leg. That'll be such a battle between the People's Republic of China and Hungary for the bronze medal. Jamaica as well, they're going to have to concentrate here. Kamir Farquharson is on their third leg. But Jackery Patterson, the individual bronze medalist, is streaking away for this. I think this American quartet have got their eye on a fast time. The 4x4 is so often congested. You get in each other's way, you slow each other down. I wonder perhaps with a 1, 2, 3 individually, for the Americans have thought they've got an opportunity at getting close to 3 minutes. Jackery Patterson, he's just faltering here though in the last 100 metres. I wonder if he overcooked the first 300 metres or so, but Jackery Patterson, he holds on to the lead. He passed to the individual champion Chris Bailey, but the Jamaicans have really eaten up the lead there that the Americans had coming in. And the earlier stages in this race, the People's Republic of China still holding on to silver medal position, but Attila Molnar trying to give his Hungarian teammates a piece of global hardware. Chris Bailey, he's never fast in the first lap, but here he goes, the American. Here's the bell, he goes through in 2:39. They're not going to be inside 3 minutes or that close to it. It might be around about the 3:03 or so. Christopher Bailey, he's not pulling away from Demir Francis here, the Jamaican indoor national record holder over 200, doing so well to keep the Jamaicans in the silver medal position. Now the 200-metre specialist has to give way to the 400 individual champion. Christopher Bailey anchors the Americans to a global title, 3:03.13. That's a wonderful run. Attila Molnar does give the Hungarians a bronze, much to the disappointment of the local crowd. What an effort for the People's Republic of China. The individual silver medalist, the winner of the World Indoor Tour this season, just catching himself on the Seiko board there. He ended up giving Jackery Patterson quite a lead into that third leg. Patterson, if we're honest, he looked a little bit fatigued in the closing stages, but he did hold on to give Christopher Bailey every chance of anchoring them to a global gold.
Wow. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for staying tuned, and remember to like, subscribe and share. I believe you have enjoyed the videos. Now, the excitement began immediately on the opening leg. Representing the United States, Godwin exploded out of blocks with confidence, while Jamaica's McDonald matched his pace stride for stride. Neither team was willing to give away even a small advantage, creating a thrilling start that energized the crowd and set the tone for the rest of the race. As the baton was passed to the second runners, the pressure continued to build. Brian maintained the United States' slight advantage, but Jamaica's Dennis refused to let the gap widen. Running with remarkable determination, Dennis kept the Jamaican team with striking distance, ensuring that every exchange remained crucial. The third leg became one of the most dramatic moments of the race. Both nations demonstrated excellent baton exchanges and outstanding teamwork. The runners pushed themselves to the limit, knowing that the final exchange would determine who would stand on top of the podium. The crowd watched in anticipation as the teams entered the final lap, separating by only a small margin. Everything came down to the anchor leg. For the United States, Christopher Bailey delivered a spectacular performance under immense pressure, showing exceptional speed, strength, and composure. Bailey produced an outstanding finishing split that allowed the Americans to pull away just enough to secure the gold medal. Jamaica never stopped fighting. Their anchor gave everything in pursuit of the leaders, but despite an outstanding effort, the Jamaicans crossed the finish line in second place to earn a well-deserved silver medal. It was a performance that demonstrated courage, resilience, and the country's continued excellence in relay competition. Now, this relay final reminded athletics fans why the 4x400 meters is one of the sport's most exciting events. Success depends not only on raw speed, but also on teamwork, flawless baton exchanges, races strategy, and mental toughness. The United States justify its status as one of the favorites by delivering when it mattered most and executing an excellent race from start to finish. At the same time, Jamaica proved once again that it remains one of the world's elite relay nations. Their ability to challenge the strongest teams confirm that they will continue to be serious contenders in future global championships. In both nations displaying exceptional talent, fans can look forward to many more unforgettable relay battles in the years ahead. Now, what are incredible races from start to finish? Congratulations to the United States on winning the gold medal and to Jamaica for a fantastic silver medal performance. Now, if this final is any indication, the rivalry between these two relay giants is only getting stronger. What did you think of the race? Do you believe Jamaica can overtake the USA at the next major championship? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. So, if you enjoyed this summary, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Have a nice time. Thank you.
Hmm.